This is a three-part series. We started last week talking about how you price by having a spot price plus a premium. That's what I pay. And then you pay spot price plus premium plus commission equals what you pay. So we went through that and went into detail on how that works and how we come across special deals. This week I want to talk about the second most question in this area. These 3 weeks we're not going to be talking about economics. We're going to be talking about the way the inside works in a gold dealer's life and the different options to you and how to price and how to know. The first lesson from last week, remember, you pay spot plus premium plus commission equals your sales price. And also remember, if you buy it from us, when you go to sell it, there is no back-end fee, where every other firm I know charges another commission for you to sell it back to them. We don't do that because we want to give you the lowest break-even point in the industry. This week, we want to talk about U.S. gold that is pre-1933. There's been a lot of talk about it. It's on the internet. There are people recommending it. We've seen the James Sinclair say you have to have it. And there's nothing wrong with it because at this point, we've seen the premium. I can tell you on XFs, meaning extra fine, you look at the $20 gold piece prior to 1933, it was in nearly great condition, and you can now buy those for 6.5% over spot when you're paying for a Gold Eagle 5.75. So yeah, it would be better. So, but we do see the premium rising. But as I said at Jerry's summit 2 or 3 weeks ago, you've got to stick with the $20 gold pieces because anything go below that 10, 5, 2.5, the premium really starts going up because it gets into a semi-collector market. So we don't recommend those. We recommend if you're going to buy, if you believe the gold is going to be confiscated, which we do not, but if you do, this is a coin you need to be buying and buying now while the premium's low, as I've seen it in years and years. But it's already changed. We've already seen it jump with the people we buy them from, different sources, about 0.5%. And I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. So yes, we do recommend them. Yes, we like the extra fines that are not graded. Once you grade them and put them in the encapsulated PCGS or NGC holders, then they've got a premium just in what it costs to have them graded. And then you get into MS 63, 64, 65. And I'm not talking about those grades. I'm talking about those coins, but not the grades. I like the XFs. And if you have to have them certified, the MS 61 or MS 62. So they're about $50 more than the XFs. So anyway, it is time. If you want to do that, we're happy to talk to you about that. The foreign coins are also, while the premiums are low, especially the French franc, a coin that was only made from the 1850s till 1914. We've gotten into a large distribution of these coins through a wholesaler that got several thousand. So we're selling those now below 4% premium. They're normally 6.5 or 7%. So if you're interested, give us a call at 800-247-2812. And as I said last week, if you're looking to set up a self-directed precious metals IRA, roll over some into gold and silver, we can be your representative. We can be your broker. We cannot be your custodian. So if you'll call us at 800-247-2812, we can walk you through that. Next week will be the last. We'll end the 3-week series, and we'll be talking about deals, how they come about, how to buy if you're not tied to a certain coin. And we'll get into all this and hopefully continue to educate you on that. And if you haven't read if you go to cloudhardassets.com and hit the word precious metals and hit the word gold and then read that and then hit the word silver, I think it'd be very educational as to what I'm talking about these 3 weeks, because I talk about premium in there and I talk about the pro and cons of each kind of coin. So I think you'll enjoy it if you haven't looked at it. And then lastly, before I leave, just remind you, if you don't have electronic copy of our storage, the best storage deal in the world, period. And all you got to do is invest by 500 ounces of silver from us or $10,000 worth of gold. It'll set up the account for you, the depository, and anything else you've got anything you're paying over 40 basis points for, it's going to be well worth your time to switch to us and have those metals moved. And we'll also get you a very low transportation fee. Depends on how far it is, but we'll get you the lowest transportation with no markup to get those metals moved to your new account at the lowest storage fee in the world. If you don't know about that, we'll send you an electronic brochure. You can call and talk to Dan or Kathleen or myself. With this week's Precious Metals Market Update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.